Welcome back to Crazy Ex Podcast. This time, Roger and I watched Season 2, Episode 6, Who Needs Josh When You Have a Girl Group? As always, we'll start off with a synopsis. Rebecca, Valencia, and Heather are now in a girl group, but Rebecca worries that Paula feels left out, so she forces a hangout. Everyone is miserable, and Paula gets stuck in the bathroom. Meanwhile, Trent tries to force an in with Rebecca by making friends with Josh, Joe, and Hector. When that doesn't work, he runs to Rebecca's house to win her over and saves Paula from the bathroom. Paula and Rebecca finally have it out about their one-sided friendship, and Paula reveals her abortion. In her loneliness, Rebecca sleeps with Trent. Roger, what'd you think of this episode?
I think I like this episode more than usual because I enjoy an episode where someone tells Rebecca how wrong she is.
Sure.
There's a lot to question in this episode. I would say this was an above-average episode, personally speaking. You?
It's funny... I don't remember this episode. I don't love any of the songs in this episode. It's like I don't know that there are a lot of things that I really like about the episode. There are some, actually that's not true. There are some things I really like about this episode. It has really good lines.
Oh yeah.
Trent is great. But generally, I agree. Like, I'm really glad that Paula and Rebecca finally had that conversation, but I was bored for quite a bit of this episode.
Yeah, it wasn't the most engaging episode I've ever...
It was like the parts that were good were really good, but then they, like, didn't know how to fill in the rest of it.
I would say that's fair.
And also, like, I don't want to say that I, like, hated the songs in this episode. It's sort of like they're funny. You're like, haha, that's funny. I get the joke. But then it's like, oh, I didn't need it to be a whole song, though.
Because there was only 2 songs, right?
2.5. The Trent is Getting Ready song is a reprise.
Yeah, I only know of that one and Friendtopia. What's the other one?
Stuck in the Bathroom.
Oh, I completely forgot that was a song. Yeah, you're right, that was a song. Yeah, no, I think that's I think they did too much of the same trope over and over and over again, so it would start to just feel a little forced, I guess,
yeah.
Which is the theme of the episode anyway. Where do you want to start? You want to just start with Rebecca?
Sure.
Things I liked about Rebecca. British accent. I like it a lot.
Really?
She should talk like that all the time.
This is like in the Heavy Boobs song when she wears the glasses and you're... Okay. And you like... Marilyn Monroe Rebecca, Professor Rebecca, and British Rebecca.
British nanny boobs Rebecca, I think is probably the Rebecca I want.
Okay.
That ends the things I liked about Rebecca in this episode.
I don't think I have anything... Well, I liked a thing that happened to Rebecca, which is the conversation, but I don't actually think there's anything that I like about Rebecca in this episode.
Yeah. I'm just... Okay. So...
Oh, that's not true. My favorite moment is a thing that I like about Rebecca, but we'll get to that much later.
This whole premise is a very interesting insight into Rebecca's view of the world, because it is so one-sided that I truly don't think she understands that she did anything wrong.
Yeah.
And when you see, like, I think she's pretty shitty to Darryl. I think she's obviously been pretty shitty to Paula.
Everyone is shitty to Maya.
Everyone is shitty to Maya, which is not okay.
Nope.
She truly believes that Josh wronged her, and she did nothing wrong there. So, like, I don't even know if she realizes that she did bad stuff to Valencia. Like, it is strange the way that she looks at this, is that, like, I am always the victim.
Well, and she also... It's not as shitty as what she did to Paula, but not telling Heather and Valencia that Paula was coming over was also shitty.
It is a perfect, though, example of how, like, her friendship is about her.
Yeah.
It's not really... And it's actually... Trent in this episode does a really good job of highlighting that, because you see that, like, Trent tries to infiltrate the group so that he can give the love, and you're like, I've seen this before. Mm-hmm. And Trent doesn't actually care about those 3. He just wants to find a way in. It's like, does she not care about them too? But, like, I don't think that's where she's at right now.
Yeah.
Rebecca from season 1. But her actions do still act like someone who only cares about herself.
I actually think that they actually called back on something from season 1. Do you remember before Rebecca tried to kiss Valencia, they were, like, bonding. And Valencia said that she, like, has never really had girlfriends before.
Which Valencia talks about a lot in this episode.
Yeah, you can see she's like, is this what we're supposed to be doing?
Is that right?
But it's actually, like, a really interesting dynamic that I suspect all three of them, Rebecca, Heather, and Valencia, aren't super used to having a group of girlfriends. Like, I'm not saying that...
I think Heather is.
I don't know. Like, I think Heather has friends, but I don't know that Heather is used to, like, hanging out with a group of girls together.
I guess what I would say is I think Heather is used to a group of friends that have had girls and guys, but
sure.
I don't think she's had a girl group. I think Rebecca has definitely not had a girl group, and I think Valencia girls just don't like her.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, I know we're, like, one-sided friendship, etc., but, like, Paula and Rebecca were friends. Like, Rebecca has had friends before. But...
Were they, though? Like, their classification, not that they were unfriendly, but, like, theirs never felt like a friendship. It felt like a mother-daughter relationship. Like, we don't look at a mother and say the relationship with your daughter is one-sided because generally a mother expects to be giving and providing for the child.
Okay.
So, like, that does make sense when you look at it from a mom-daughter relationship. I think the problem, though, is that, like, they're not actually mother-daughter.
Yeah, of course.
And when you evaluate it from a friendship relationship, you're like, oh, shit, this is all one-sided.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, my mom doesn't expect me to be equal in my giving to her because I'm her kid. Like, that's just what you sign up for. And I think this is the part where Paula realized that, like, I think Chenille says it, like, you're the one jeopardizing your torts test because you're a woman child.
Yeah, that was a good line.
It's a great line, but it's, like, exactly, it pretty much signifies what they have been. And I think the thing that I do think Rebecca is correct about is that Paula agreed to this and then at some point changed her mind that she didn't like it, but didn't communicate the terms.
Yeah.
That's not entirely... Now, there's a fair point that, like, a good friend should kind of just naturally be, you know, giving and taking. But, like, Rebecca's nuts.
Yeah.
So, like, all right, well, this is the arrangement, so why would I assume that the rules have changed? Mm-hmm. Like, this is the arrangement we've always had. You were here helping me scheme to get Josh. So, like, like, it's not that she's not wrong, because she is wrong, but also it's kind of like, well, I don't know, Paula, you need to be an adult, put your foot down and change things. Like, you did the contract.
Yeah.
Do more than just the contract.
Yeah. It's... Well, and it is... I think in Rebecca's head, like you were saying, like how Rebecca perceives the world and their friendship, like, she's not wrong that she knew that something was wrong with Paula. And you, like... You have to know a person a certain way to, like, know when someone is upset.
Yeah.
So it's not like she never pays attention. It's just that, like Paula said, it's only when it's convenient for her and it's rare.
I also would argue that, like, even when Rebecca has known that something was wrong with Paula in the past, she hasn't actually cared.
Yeah.
So, like, we've said this, that, like, when her kid was about to get, you know, expelled from school, well, yeah, put that down and help me get Josh.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll take care of it at the end once my problem has been solved.
Of course.
Or, you know, there's, like, another instance where it was the letter. That's what she calls out. It's like, well, I did it for you. It's like, yeah, but you did it late. Like, you didn't even get the job done.
You didn't do what I asked.
You didn't do it because it was not convenient for you. And I think that's the problem, is that, like, Rebecca is a friend to Paula when it is convenient for her and only when she's convenient. Now, I don't think it's fair for Rebecca, or for Paula to expect Rebecca to know that she did something that dramatic.
Of course.
I do think it's fair for Paula to be like, but you didn't even really try to find out.
Yeah.
You just kind of was like, something's wrong with you, I'm good. Okay, moving on to me.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I think Paula's point about, like, I shouldn't have to tell you is that's one of the dumbest things in general in TV tropes in real life. I hate that phrase for women because I think it's the dumbest shit in the world. Like, don't expect me to read your fucking mind. Like, you're an adult. You should be able to communicate. You're not a baby. I understand I have to figure out what a baby needs. You're a grown-ass woman. But in a good friendship, like you said, if you know someone, you kind of have an inkling that something is wrong.
Yeah.
And I feel like Rebecca doesn't pay attention to that inkling past, like, the quick, like... It's almost like she does it out of like, she feels compelled to do it, and then the moment you say, like, oh, it's good, she's done.
Well, yeah, that's actually...
Obligation.
Because Rebecca's... In Rebecca's own mind, it might not be obligation. It might be that she gets distracted easily. And that normally, if I could tell you were upset, and I asked you if you were upset, and you said no, I might be like, okay. But then the next day, if you were upset again, I'd be like, you're upset.
You're lying. And if you don't talk about it, fine, but don't pretend like you're not upset.
But Rebecca's mind only focuses on that occasionally, so she will miss the, like, recurrence of it.
I don't necessarily know enough to say that you're wrong, but I have to admit, this behavior has been so consistent with everyone that I'm not entirely sure it's a distraction or if she just doesn't really care.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, like, think about the conversation with Josh where she drops, like, the pregnancy news, and his face is blown away and stunned. And she's like, oh, I'm not pregnant, let's have period sex. Isn't picking up the fact that Josh is literally struggling really with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I get that you're distracted doing your thing, but, like, at some point, the distraction is just you don't give a shit about anyone else. And I don't know that it's intentional. Like, I don't think she's malicious with that, but I think she's so...
Well, it's learned behavior from her mother.
In the sense that, like, her mother never cared, or...
Is a narcissist.
Oh.
I'm not saying that doesn't mean it's a problem that Rebecca needs to deal with, but it's, like, in her experience, that's what her life has been like.
Yeah, I always have a hard time with that because I guess my issue, and I know this is true, like, abused people abuse. Like, it is a very common pattern that you replicate what you have dealt with. I think the problem with that is that, like, if you're somebody who's been abused, you know what the other side is like.
Yeah.
So I feel like like, someone who's never been abused doesn't really understand.
But
I do.
But I think part of the problem is, and, like, Rebecca has had therapy, obviously, some therapy.
It hasn't really gotten here,
of course, but
she's got ghost therapy.
But to her, like, that's what love looks like.
Oh, so she just has a warped view of what. Now that makes more sense. Like, she truly thinks this is what a proper friendship or even a mother-daughter relationship should look like. Yeah, that makes sense. She's like, well, I'm doing what my mom does, not consciously.
And actually, what you just said, imagine how good it would feel to Rebecca that this person that is her friend kind of treats her like she's her daughter, but, like, it's the opposite of her relationship with her mother.
Yeah.
Like, that would make her feel so good.
Because she's getting what
and it's not right. Like, I'm not trying to say it's right, but...
No, that's totally fair. I love an episode that involves Trent because it does such a good job of highlighting how fucking insane Rebecca is. Because, and we said this before...
He's so insane.
But is he more insane than Rebecca?
No.
It's just, when it's a guy doing it, you're like, bro, you look like a serial killer.
He also is... like, sometimes Rebecca's attempts to do things are so cringeworthy, and Trent is, like, worse at it somehow.
Is he?
I feel like he is. Although there is something... I think Trent is actually a combination of Rebecca and Paula. Because his, I have a 42-point plan. That is, like, much more Paula than it is Rebecca.
No, Paula is effective at her plan. Rebecca also will do a large-scale plan that's insane, but it requires an obscene amount of things. Like, they're both dream schemers.
I guess that's true.
Paula's the pragmatic one who has a 6-point plan, but all 6 of those points are going to hit.
Yeah.
Also, like, think about, like, remember when Rebecca striptease danced and White Josh was like, I think I just saw inside of her. Rebecca does a lot of cringe-worthy, awkward, uncomfortable
That's true.
shit.
I'm going to think about Trent calling them the chicken wing boys and then caw for the rest of my life.
That was so good. Or I called you Josh, White Josh, because you look like Josh and you're white. Oh, that's a good excuse. I called you Hector because I'm racist.
And then, well, I mean, they do verbalize later when he gets up to go to the bathroom or whatever, get more drinks, that, like... he's buying us free shit.
But... And they can't get into that bar without him.
Can we talk for a second about how home base, a children's baseball league bar... has VIP tables that are too expensive for Josh, White Josh, and Hector to go to.
Hey, Chelsea, they kept saying, the finals are on. What were they referencing?
The finals. NBA.
Did you know that because the guys wearing the basketball jerseys behind the 3 boys? Or did you even notice that?
No, because you call it the NBA finals, and nobody else calls it that.
You mean like the Stanley Cup finals?
Okay. Hockey is a second-tier sport.
Ooh, wow! Ooh, I apologize to our Canadian listeners and anybody else who loves hockey. What about the World Cup finals? Is that also a second-tier sport?
For soccer?
Yeah. I don't like soccer.
In the world, it's first tier. In the United States, it's second tier.
I'm going to argue it's third tier. But sure. Okay.
Yes, agreed. In Canada and parts of the northern United States and Russia... and Sweden, hockey is a first-tier sport. Yeah. But in most of the United States, the average person that likes sports probably watches basketball, football, baseball, but not hockey. A casual sports watcher. Am I wrong?
I think you're doing the stereotypical nerd thing that people who don't like sports are like, oh, you sports people just kind of all watch these 3 major sports. I'm like, that's usually not. Like, for the most part, if you're like a football fan, you watch football, and you might casually watch like some basketball, but you also probably watch some golf, or you like watch the like. It's not necessarily like you just watch the big 3. Like,
but okay, you are a sports fan.
Absolutely,
for sure,
massive sports fan. Yeah,
you watch all of the football games.
Yep.
I believe that you watch hockey, but do you watch all of the hockey games?
No, I very rarely watch hockey. I'll watch probably like a really good Game 7.
This is my point.
I also don't watch basketball. But I'll watch March Madness.
But you like to play the basketball 2K game.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I like to also watch the Masters. I'll even watch Wimbledon.
Wimbledon?
Yes.
It's the ton of Bridgerton?
Yes.
Where they wimble?
Where they wimble, yes. The ton. Is that the walk?
What?
What's the ton? What's that stupid... The promenade. That's what it is.
The promenade?
The fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It was like the only way men and women could like speak to each other privately.
What?
Also, if you like sit all the time, it's like the only time that you ever move.
But you have no job. You can walk around all the time.
Yeah,
These people are filthy rich with nothing to do.
What is a weekend?
Oh my god. What is a weekend when all days are the same?
Yeah, that's the line from Downton Abbey. The other Tom.
From Downtown Abbey?
Yeah, Downton Abbey.
Yeah, the other thing that I would say that is an irritating thing, and I feel like I asked this question, did Rebecca learn anything from this?
In this episode, we don't know. Because the fight happens at the end of the episode.
But it doesn't feel like she understood where Paula was coming from. Like, she was genuinely pissed off at Paula for not liking this ambush party with 2 people that she doesn't really hang out with. She spent the entire time kind of lecturing Paula, like, you didn't even give this a chance. And it's like, this thing is a disaster. Like, unquestionably, you had Karen bring over a sex toy, which, I don't know how women party. Men do not party like this, to my knowledge. You don't get 4 groups of dudes together and have a sex toy party. That's weird.
I just want to buy my sex toys on the internet like everybody else.
Or even if you want to go to a shop in person. I just don't know that, like, this screams Tupperware party, but weird.
I also, I know that Angelique was just Karen in a wig, but I don't care if you thought that Angelique was a real person. Do you want Karen's friend to sell you sex toys?
No. No. I don't want a coworker knowing I'm buying sex toys. That's just not a conversation we need to have. Even if you think it, that's just not something we need to verbalize.
Well, and Paula and Rebecca say they're into it. Like, they are friends.
They're
that's
unusually
fine.
Close.
But yeah, Karen and Rebecca are not friends.
No. So the whole plan was so bad that it just seems so absurd listening to Rebecca's kind of monologue about how, this is Paula's fault for not giving this a chance. And it's like, but first off, as Paula points out, you did this for you. This had nothing to do with Paula, and that's accurate. But the whole idea was no one had a good time. This wasn't like Paula had a terrible time and the other 3 were just having a blast. It was like, this was dumb.
Yeah. That's a good question. Did Rebecca learn anything? I think we don't fully know. She's very sad at the end of the episode. That could just be because she lost the person that provided her all of her attention.
And they're also not talking. That would make her sad.
And, I mean, it is a tendency of Rebecca to, distract herself with things, aka having sex with Trent. So I think we have to wait and see, but based on previous evidence, it seems like she maybe didn't learn anything, but I don't know.
Yeah, I also like that she specifically told Trent, I'm bored. I have nothing better to do. Would you like to have sex?
At least she was clear. And she also said, this is just sex.
Sure. But, again, to quote you from our other podcast, gross.
Yeah.
I feel like if you flip that and Josh had looked at Rebecca and said, I'm bored, I have nothing else to do, you want to have sex, you'd be like, wow, you're just using her.
That's literally what I've been saying.
I know. I know.
Well,
I'm quoting you.
I also...
It doesn't happen like that.
I think that she knows that Trent is obsessed with her, so, like, it's a bad idea on multiple levels.
Josh didn't know she was obsessed with him until she revealed that.
It could be dangerous, because Trent is clearly somewhat unstable.
I wouldn't call him dangerous. I wouldn't call him more dangerous than Rebecca is.
Okay.
Other than, like, physically, he's more dangerous.
Buckle up, bud.
He does give crazy vibes.
And also, it's, like, she knows that, like, for Trent, it wouldn't just be sex. So, like, it's not fair.
She doesn't care.
It's not fair.
Also, like, Rebecca did burn her house down. Let's remember Rebecca's unstable.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, no, she's crazy. Trent, I do think Trent might have bodies. Like, he's always giving me serial killer vibes.
Do you think that Trent murdered all the people in this apartment?
Yes.
To be 100% honest, I don't remember if this is a thing, but the murder house seems like it's going to be a running joke. Like, I think
kind of like the prostitute running around. Yeah. Also, very much like how I kind of chuckle at. Remember when we meet White Josh and he's got like his shirt off and Rebecca's like, "Ew, gross! Put that away." And you're like, "He's just Josh." Like, I don't understand. It's almost like she doesn't see Trent as like even potentially, and I'm like, but he has all the things you normally like. He's tall. He's pretty ripped. What am I missing other than the fact
he's also incredibly into you?
Incredibly. Like, you're an attention whore, and you're someone who wants to feed you endless amounts of attention.
He's not her type. He's not ignoring her and being emotionally withholding.
Which is why Greg was not her type.
I also... This show does this a lot, and it's, like, cute, funny things, but I cannot remember the... Krozitsanet?
The croissant pizza donut.
Like,
foul!
I just love, because, like, cronuts were, like, such a big deal, and there's just, like, these, like, weird crazes, and then they, like, take it to the next level.
Well, yeah, someone, like, we jumped the shark. Like, we combined two things, and people are like, oh, that's amazing, I never thought about that, and then it's, like a bacon donut. Totally reasonable. But then we started putting bacon on everything, and as someone who loves bacon, there's a line.
Yeah.
There's just a line somewhere, and we jumped to that shark.
We did.
And then we get, what'd you call it? Crozanut?
I have to, like, look at all three words at once to say it. Krozitsanet.
Yeah. First off, if you have to look at a word to say it because it's so convoluted, no. Also, why is Darryl so desperate to be friends with Rebecca?
I don't think Darryl has any friends.
I wish Paula and Darryl would just hang out.
And I think that actually is an interesting concept, especially because the rest of the men in the show have lots of, like, they're friends with each other.
They're all friends with each other, yeah.
And it is not uncommon for men to not have friends as adults. And he also just got divorced. So it's possible that, like, all of his friends were, like, couple friends with his wife. And maybe they weren't, like, his real friends, but, like, people that he hung out with.
Are you saying there's, like, a loneliness epidemic going on?
I am. A little bit.
Yeah.
But I just think that like, that's where he is. And
yearning for friends.
I actually... Okay, Maya... I don't... Why do they... she's, like, a little annoying. I get it. But she's also, like... You don't need to yell at her all the time about everything.
But I do like where Darryl and Maya get to.
Me too. Like, Darryl being like, the reason that I'm mean to you is because you remind me of me. That's, like, a deep thing to get into for a tiny little portion of this episode.
But this is the second straight episode where, like, Darryl has come to the realization about something real about himself, parallel to Rebecca not coming to that same damn near realization. Like,
it's true.
So it's fascinating to watch him. He did learn the lesson, and then he starts treating Maya better, and, like, they might actually be friends now.
He learned that lesson, but then they, like... Well... then they did the thing that was the most embarrassing thing ever.
But what's funny is that, like, if you think about that party as a whole, that was probably the best thing about that party.
That's true.
And that thing was very cringeworthy.
It was.
But it was better than anything else that happened at that party.
Yeah.
Also, I don't understand why Paula was stuck. Like, there was shit in their way. You just destroy the shit. I know they're all weak and all, but, like...
Well, you also... Like, it's not like you can just... Because it might make the whole roof fall down. Like, you have to be careful.
But
they probably shouldn't have moved it at all, to be honest.
It all fell!
Well, no, because it might be structural. Like, it might be holding up other beams. Like, like, you shouldn't move that kind of stuff.
I assume that stuff that fell is no longer supporting anything.
You don't know. You don't know how houses work, Roger.
I mean, I know how murder houses work. I've played Trivia Murder Party. I'm familiar with murder houses. Okay.
It reminds me, do you remember the place that your wife lived in when you first started dating her that was like, it was like it was made of paper. It was like the house in Arrested Development that is like a show house that people aren't supposed to live in.
Yeah, the walls were not exactly sturdy. The house definitely, made of paper. It definitely felt like it could come crashing down at any time.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah. Can we talk about Sunil for a second?
Absolutely.
I loved his like terrible acting, which is funny as a theater major. Not the actor, but he is a character pretending to like something is wrong with Paula's son. I love an actor pretending to be a bad actor. It's great.
He's fascinating in that, like, he immediately has clocked Rebecca for what she is relative to Paula. And it's like, Paula has been in denial for so long. Yeah. And then in this episode, she's like, he was right the whole time.
Totally.
But he's also funny because, like, I don't feel like Paula has replaced Rebecca with him. But I do think that, like, she's found her Paula to her Rebecca. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know...
Or her Heather?
Or something, right? Like, someone who now they do things for Paula as opposed to everything was for Rebecca.
Well, and, like, I mean, studying for law school is hard.
Yeah,
like, you
need a partner.
Yeah.
Well, and, like, it also kind of highlights that, like, and I said this before, I think in the last episode, they're at the same place in their life. I think Heather and Valencia are at the same place in their life. So they kind of just naturally click. Rebecca isn't really... I mean, she's closer to Heather and Valencia. Paula is closer to Sunil, but, like, Paula and Rebecca have almost no overlap other than working at the same place. Mm-hmm. Like, they're just completely two opposite people. And it's come to a head. He has one of my favorite lines. I haven't worked out since birth.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Let's talk about Josh for a little bit. Unless you got more you want to talk about Sunil.
No, we can talk about Josh.
I think we see Josh popping up for the first time out of that box trying to be a peanut monster. Amazing.
My favorite part of that was he is like, oh, sorry, Trent, I didn't mean to scare you. That was meant for my boss.
Yep.
It's like, what?
I mean, his boss and him are like bros.
His boss, Pillboy.
Pillboy. Yep. And that seems like a thing that they would do and enjoy and find it hilarious. But then so they have the conversation, and I'm glad that he didn't do the stupid thing where he couldn't remember who he saw. And he's like, wait a second, I do know you. The thing was, though, I thought they talked about him. Like, did Josh not find out that Trent was all a lie?
I don't think so. I don't think anybody found that out.
Oh, how weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when that would have come out.
I don't know. I mean, Rebecca thought they were a couple. I assume this is what couples talk about.
Couples talk about how her fake boyfriend that she...
I mean, I guess I'm questioning, did she not basically spill the truth to Josh about all of the things that were
I guess
going
not.
on, so they just never really...
Or maybe she just forgot because there were so many.
Valid point. But then he, at the end, goes, hey, could you tell him to come in here? And then he climbs right back in.
And then he's, covering his head. It was great.
It was fantastic. I think Josh does a really good job of playing the dumb, endearing character.
I loved when he called it Trent's expensive account.
Yep. Also, they point out, and I think you kind of said this last time, about how he's been single for a whole 19 minutes.
It's true. No minutes. Yeah, he's texting Anna. She's sending him weird pictures of cat dogs.
That is a very common thing for guys to complain about their male friends, especially the ones who rush into relationships over and over again. It's just like, dude, can you just be by yourself for a little bit?
Clearly not.
No. Well, you saw what Josh thinks about, so I don't know that I blame him. What if he stops liking avocado, and then it spreads to his mother?
Yeah. Po.
other than that, I feel like they used the boys quite well. I do miss Greg in this scenario.
Yeah.
But he's obviously in the right place. But, like, Greg would have had such good biting commentary on this that, like, we didn't get... Like, White Josh, I kind of want him to be more sassy.
Yeah, he wasn't as vocal as...
Facial expressions were there.
Yeah, for sure,
He didn't... Like, he was more... White Josh, oddly enough, is more critical of Josh than he is of really almost anyone else other than Rebecca.
I mean, that makes sense. He looks like Josh, so he's like... He sees himself in Josh, probably.
I don't think he does. I think White Josh and Josh have nothing in common other than kind of look alike.
Sports? Josh, they like sports. They all wanted to watch sports.
Yep.
Sport. Reaction.
Reaction. Oh, what a great reaction. Yeah, but I mean, I just think, like White Josh has a depth to him that I'm pretty sure Asian Josh does not have.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. And also, like, Josh wants a baddie, a young, hot, fit woman. White Josh wants an older man who's stable. Like, they just want opposite things in life.
He's a type.
He does have a type. I would never date Paul. That's disgusting.
He looks like Tom Selleck.
Which is not a thing I would have expected a gay man to say negatively.
He didn't. In season 1.
Oh yes.
He's like he thinks people are making fun of him, and he's like, he looks like Tom Selleck. He likes Tom Selleck. Yeah, Tom Selleck is hot.
Yeah, when he gets defensive over Darryl.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Trent a little bit more.
Okay.
Dude, the Getting Ready song was amazing.
I wish that there was more, because that song is a really good song. Mm-hmm. The Sexy Getting Ready song. I
don't think the song is good. I think the message is good.
I mean,
the song is fine.
Well, the thing with the Nipsey, like
that's
the
amazing.
joke, but also the idea that like women do all these things to their body that are like horrifying. Like when the backup singers go ass blood.
Meanwhile, 30 minutes before a date, guy.
And like it was very like it was funny to see Trent singing it, but I don't feel like they could have baked a message into the song and they didn't.
Well, they did. You just have to know what the previous message was.
Yeah, like
it's the same thing. He's just now
making himself into what Rebecca's friends want.
Maybe. I'm also trying to figure out why he was shaving his back.
He was worried about his hairy back. I guess because he wanted to be a beach bro and he didn't want anybody to see his hairy back, which wasn't hairy at all.
Yeah. Okay.
And he cut himself immediately.
And bled through the sweatshirt?
Yeah.
The shirt? Whatever that thing? Poncho?
Yeah, it's like a beach bum shirt. I don't really know what to call those.
But the point is that like it wasn't like a t-shirt. It's like wool.
Yeah.
Do you know how much blood it takes to bleed through wool?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of blood.
Needs to go see a doctor.
He does. Apparently he's in peak physical health.
Yeah, clearly. I hope we get more of Trent. And I am very
Wish granted.
Excellent. I am very curious for when and if Rebecca ever realizes that Trent is male her. Great. Other than that, I'm good on Trent. I think we've hit all of my likes.
Yeah, I have a couple more lines, but we already hit all of my not likes too.
Yeah, same. All right, let's move the line.
Okay, this isn't like... I just related to this so much that I have to share it. When they come back from the bathroom and then Valencia says, "You talk about pooping a lot," I have literally had a friend say to me, "You talk about pooping a lot." It's an important bodily function.
Which friend do you think has said that to you?
Well, you've said it to me.
Correct.
Netta said it to me.
Yeah.
Lots of people have said it to me.
Yeah, so you said that singularly, and I was like, I think all of us have said that to you.
Some of my friends also like talking about pooping a lot.
I hope so. If no one likes talking about pooping as much as you do, and you're talking about pooping that much, that's just uncomfortable.
I will never forget my freshman year of college. It was like first week. I had just moved in. I had a roommate, and I was on the phone talking about poop, and I hung up, and my roommate goes, "Was that your doctor?" And I was like, "No, that was my aunt, your mother-in-law." And she was like, "You talk to your aunt about poop?" And I was like, "You don't?"
Yeah, I think the fact that you didn't even notice how weird it is the best part of that.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, do you know how many times Brenda and I have had a conversation about poop?
You've never had a conversation about poop with Brenda?
Not once.
Oh.
I don't really have conversations with my own mother about poop. Unless it's like, there was blood in my stool.
You don't even look at your poop after you poop. How could you talk about it?
I know when my poop is normal. I pooped my entire life.
Look, I made you talk about poop.
You did! Are you happy now?
I'm so happy. Maybe you should hang out with Valencia.
I mean,
you love me.
I do. I would also love to hang out with Valencia. She sounds great. She's basic, but you know.
In a good way.
In a good way. I have one line. Do you have any more lines?
I have 3 more.
Darryl, has anyone ever told you that your voice makes you sound like a mouse with throat cancer?
Like...
That's one of the more insulting things I've ever heard.
Especially because it has nothing to do with the thing that Darryl is insecure about.
Not at all.
That's not...
That is just mean for mean's sake. Like, damn! Like, that's a like, Regina type insult, where you're just like, wow. And you know she's insecure. Or, yeah, she's got an insecurity about that.
Yeah.
Why does everyone hate Maya so much? All right, lines.
When Rebecca offers her bath Snickers to Paula... Bath Snickers. Just love that there's a bath Snickers.
I mean, I've heard of shower beer.
Yep. My old roommate used to love a shower beer.
That's where I heard it from. Though I have now read things on the internet that's more common than not.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say more common than not. It is more common than I thought.
Yes. I also love that Paula's last straw was, oh God, I gotta be friends with Karen too.
Valid, though. Totally 100%. Valid.
Yeah, why? I mean, I guess they're all mean to Karen, but Karen is fucking weird. Like, Maya is fine.
Karen should be bullied. Like, I hate to say it, Karen's just weird.
And then all of us elder millennials may also remember this, but I love the seriousness with which they pursued this joke. When Sunil is talking about how his wife left a suicide note on Facebook, and he says, this was before all those different like options, so people didn't know what to do.
That was an uncomfortable time. Hey, my grandmother just passed.
And you're like, I want you to know that I care about you, but do I like it?
Because, like, I'm not happy she died. Like, for some reason, they'd only give it... You could even put, like, thumbs down. Like, it was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why Facebook did that.
Oh, can you... Before we move on to favorite moment, can you talk about Stuck in the Closet? I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to look this up to make sure. But he's a bad man. Robert Kelly, R. Kelly.
Oh.
Had I don't even know exactly what it's called, but it was like multiple music videos, I believe.
Okay, well, and they even put the Stuck in the Bathroom on the screen like it was a... Oh, okay. Roger is showing me Trapped in a Closet.
So that's exactly what... And that's why I like... Yeah, Trapped in the Closet, YouTube has chapters 1 through 12. And then there's another one that has Trapped in the Closet chapters 1 through 22.
So it's sort of like narratively singing about a dumb thing?
Well, so it's a musical soap opera with 33 chapters that was released over 7 years.
Wow, that's commitment.
And it's basically talking about a one-night stand that reveals, like, a multitude of, like, love triangles, affairs, infidelities, and it's just, like, the most insane shit. Like, I was sleeping with this woman, and her husband came home, and now I'm in the closet, and he's really angry, so he's got a gun, so I'm trapped in the closet, and now I've got a gun. And I mean, it's just, like, it's nonsense. And it was... For like that period, everyone was like, this is the most insane shit I've ever heard. And then there'd be a new chapter, and some more insane shit would come out. So it was just like a phenomenon.
I really liked that when other people were talking during the song, it was like Heather singing what they were saying. Mm-hmm. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was just nuts. So then, like, it makes sense, especially for when this came out. I think Trapped in the Closet would have been done. So, like, that was a good play on that. And also, what Heather was singing was ridiculous. Like, it was exactly the way Trapped in the Closet was. Was it Trapped in the Bathroom?
Stuck in the bathroom.
Stuck in the bathroom.
Paula's stuck in the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely nuts. I have one question before we move on.
Okay.
Did Rebecca truly, in her heart of hearts, think that her and Paula's friendship was this even 50-50 give? Or did she just not think about it?
I think she just didn't think about it. But I don't know. Maybe she really did think that.
Because, I mean, the way that, when they kind of get into their tiff at the end, she, like... argues with her, not that, like, I didn't know, but, like, no, I did, you never give me a chance. Or, like, it felt like she was blaming Paula for this breakdown in communication, shall we call it. And it was just like, do you believe that this isn't your fault?
I think she does. Well, she did, at least, before Paula said something.
Certainly did, yeah. Also, boy, to once again reveal that you had an abortion in front of multiple people is... I don't know. I don't like talking about poop. I don't know if I'd want to talk about an abortion with random people.
Trent. I have 3 favorite moments.
I have 1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Paula and Rebecca finally having it out. That's
Paula calling out their one-sided friendship.
The best part of this episode.
Absolutely.
I loved was it during the song? No, it was after when Rebecca went to go get Paula's phone and found the text from Sunil. And Paula is from stuck inside the bathroom, pulls out this, she's like, according to this legal precedent in California, you can't look at my phone.
Also, why did Rebecca think it's okay to look at her phone?
I mean, I think Rebecca was, because Paula said she needed to get home to Scott and the kids or tell them that she was stuck. So I think she was just trying to help. But then when Paula said no, she should have stopped.
Yeah, okay, or even you can open the phone and not read text messages.
Or why doesn't Rebecca have Scott's phone number?
Why do they also just call the police immediately?
I don't know. But my ultimate favorite moment, and I think this is maybe the best running gag joke in this entire show so far. After Trent and Rebecca have sex, she's playing with a red vine, and she had previously said in another episode that
choked by licorice, and we all know that friend is me. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about: Trent was a virgin.
I'm not sure. I guess he's usually very honest with her. He's sneaky in general and lies to other people, but he doesn't. He usually So I'm not sure if this is some sort of play or. Yeah.
From what I have been told by women, most men in their first attempt are not elite in bed.
Yeah.
From what Rebecca said, Trent is pretty elite in bed.
Yeah.
For having never done this before.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's confusing.
I would say, Rebecca, if that is how good he is to start, marry this man.
What was yours? Oh, just the
Paula.
Okay.
Finally. They finally had the conversation they needed to have.
Favorite song?
Trent is getting ready.
Same.
Just hilarious.
But my favorite line is from Stuck in the Bathroom. I love when Heather says, my second sophomore year, which we should talk about that, I took a kinesiology class. That's college for Jim.
First off, there's no such thing as a second sophomore year, so that's amazing.
Well, we know she's been going to community college forever, so.
Look, in sports, you get a redshirt year, so you can have essentially a second freshman year. Redshirt freshman, redshirt sophomore, whatever. She does not play collegiate sports, so I don't think she gets a redshirt year. She's just been in college for literally ever.
Sure.
Also, why did she call it second sophomore year? Just say my third year. That's all I had to say.
Well, maybe she had to repeat the second year because she didn't pass anything?
I still don't think... it's not like high school where, you're a junior. You're just in college until you're done with it. There's no,
I mean, at a 4-year college, you do freshman, sophomore, junior.
But not at a community college. You're right, and also even in those, if you had to do extra things, they don't call you a senior again. You're just not done.
Yeah, that's true. Most ridiculous moment.
I only had one.
I have one as well. There were a lot of things I could have put here.
I mean, Trent himself is a ridiculous moment.
But nothing really tops Angelique and her gross sex toys.
Yeah. That's not mine, but you're right. It's not even ridiculous on what happened because of based on who it is, but Rebecca's audacity to rant at Paula for that party.
I think that's a fair.
And I even forgot about this, the fact that I don't think she even considered the fact that Heather and Valencia did not have a good time as well.
No, yeah.
She was completely just mad that Paula didn't have a good time.
Although Valencia was having a great time when Darryl and Maya showed up. She was just filming them doing their ridiculous dance. She's the reason that they got 1,800 views.
And I think Heather does find the chaos funny.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah. I have 2 losers, 3 winners, but I have 1 loser that's a question and 1 winner that's a question.
Okay, I have 1 loser and 2 winners.
Okay. Who is your loser?
Rebecca. I almost didn't put Rebecca because it seems like she got to have some mind-blowing sex with Trent and be choked with red vines at the end. It doesn't seem long enough. Like, because you... Anyway.
I would say a red vine's about that long.
But you have to hold it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no... Maybe it's actually if you put it in your hand.
Like, wouldn't Twizzlers work better? But they're too thin.
Too thin. But if you put it in your hand, so it's like actually like just... like you could choke someone like that and have the licorice as like the outline.
Okay, great.
We spent way too much time thinking about
Yep, we really did.
Yeah.
So... that was good for Rebecca, I guess.
That's the one good thing that happened.
But yeah, I mean, and even looking at this from like Rebecca's perspective, she just lost the person that spent the most, like, paid the most attention to her. So that's not good for her.
Yeah, I mean, the positive is Trent, maybe. Assuming he's not a serial killer.
He's not the person that murdered all the people in this house.
Maybe the reason that we don't hear the prostitute gag anymore is that he killed her. Maybe he's Trent the Ripper.
Yikes.
But, like, that's the only good thing that happens for Rebecca.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the episode, she's having a real good time with her girl group.
She is. But the problem is the episode continues after that.
Yeah.
And then I have Paula as my other loser. She had a horrible time here.
Yeah.
I think, and I knew this was coming, she finally had to come to Jesus moment.
Yeah.
About Rebecca that I think everyone else has known. It's kind of like when Josh realized that Valencia didn't respect him. And where it's like, you know, Heather's like, she respects you. Does she? Or are you in denial? And, yeah, I feel like while Paul is in a better place, I think she's in a bad place right now as far as her and Rebecca.
Yeah, I have Paul as a winner because I think that, like...
I don't think she's happy about it. She needed to do it.
Yeah.
This is very much that Valencia broke up with Josh, and ultimately this will pay off. But right now, you're feeling like shit. Yeah. That was my question mark loser. Okay. So I'm just going to make that definitive. Okay. Okay, so one of your winners is Paula. Go. Explain.
I mean, I think, like you said, it's not good for Paula either to not tell your friend about your abortion because you are worried about her feelings. Like
she's really busy.
she needed to get that out, and she needed to like free herself of the like situation of their relationship.
By sanity.
Yeah, and I think that makes her a winner. But I completely agree that she had a real bad time for this whole episode.
Yeah, like everything in this episode, she seemed miserable. To be quite honest, and she got stuck in the bathroom. I did not have her as a winner. Who's your other winner?
Trent.
I have Trent as a question.
Why?
Well, so yes, he got to sleep with Rebecca when she doesn't care about him at all.
It seems like Trent will enjoy the challenge of trying to make her care about him. You know that's true.
Yeah, but if we assume that he is the male stand-in for Rebecca, he will be hurt by the fact that she doesn't value him the way that Rebecca was hurt that Josh didn't look at her the same way that.
And also, apparently, he's like a sex god with no training.
That is
And I will grant that his scheme with the boys didn't work, but it didn't matter because he got what he wanted anyway.
Which is funny because he could have just done that.
I don't know actually why he thought that would work. Like, even if he... I guess because maybe they'd be like, hey, our friend Trent. And then he like would have access to Rebecca.
Josh and her don't really talk.
Right.
And White Josh doesn't like her. And Hector doesn't like her.
Maybe he was like, maybe if I'm friends with White Josh, he'll bring me to Darryl's
workplace.
I don't know.
Poor scheme.
Yeah.
Poor scheme. Yeah. No, this was like basically it felt like he tripped and stumbled and fell into what he wanted, I think. But yeah.
I'm so curious who your other winners are.
It's easy. The two people who bonded.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice, Roger.
I mean, look, Maya got bullied for most of this, but at the end, it seemed like Darryl was genuinely willing to at least treat her with respect.
And everyone in the office thinks they're cool now.
Or something, yeah. And then Darryl, because he realized what his actual problem, both with Maya and himself, was.
Oh, they didn't say his name, but this was also the first time we got to meet George. I like George. He works at the law office. He was in the front of the shot when they were watching.
Was he the one kind of moving and was focused in the foreground?
Yes.
What happened to Black Lawyer?
He's still around, but clearly wouldn't think the situation was cool.
No, he shouldn't. No, he should not.
Tim is also still around, but also
the Canadian,
yeah,
or fake Canadian or real Canadian.
Real Canadian, fake U.S. citizen.
US, yeah. I actually kind of struggled a little bit with Winter, but then I thought Darryl and Maya, from like a growth standpoint, got the best.
All right. Well, next time we're going to watch season 2, episode 7. Who's the cool girl Josh is dating?
Yeah.
More Brittany Snow.
I think this is one of those episodes that was like filler, and I'm glad we're moving to the new episode. I suspect Rebecca is going to have a severe dislike to Josh's new girlfriend, because I suspect Josh's new girlfriend is everything Rebecca is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know this for fact, but like she certainly looks she's a lot closer to looks than as Valencia was. But as long as she's basically not a total bitch the way Valencia was, Josh might have hit the jackpot here. Also, the actress is really hilarious, so I'll look forward to seeing her.
And she can sing.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Would like to see some more of our characters from season 1. Like, I'd like to see some more Naomi. I really want to see some more Audra Levine. Like, when are we getting some of those side characters that help flesh out Rebecca?
So, episode 10, for sure, more Naomi.
Great.
Maybe before, but definitely episode 10.
Then. Okay.
And sorry, what was the other
Audra?
person? Also, maybe not till next season.
Okay.
But maybe episode 10.
That's a while. Yeah, I mean, I think the issue that I'm struggling with right now is that, like, it feels like Greg moved forward in his life. He moved on. Josh has decided to move on, but he's still making the same mistakes of the past. Everyone is moving. Paula has moved on. I don't know that Rebecca's any different.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, when are we going to move her forward?
Over the course of 4 seasons.
Yes, but over the course of 4 seasons is like, we're going to get, like, if that's the destination, are we doing all of this growth in season 4? Because right now, Rebecca Bunch is the same person in episode 6 of season 2 that she was in episode 1 when she decided to move across the country.
I will say that a majority of it happens in season 3 and season 4.
Okay. So, for the most part, this is 2 years of just them being Rebecca's just Rebecca.
Yeah.
She must have some sort of, like, epiphany, meltdown, breakdown that causes this to happen, because she just doesn't seem to ever, like, you know how the old sitcom trope of you learn the lesson and we all became better for it.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's ever once learned a lesson and became a better person for it.
I also, there's going to be a new character, and I'm really excited about that. And apparently it's many episodes from now.
Also, I would like to get to, like, We Tap That Ass was a pretty good song, but boy, they have not really nailed a lot of the songs from in this season.
Season 3 has really good songs.
Okay. But season 1 had a period where their songs were bad, but there was a period where the songs were really good. Like, really, Greg's, song where he was drinking was good.
Greg's drinking song, yeah.
Greg's drinking song.
Yeah, sure.
We Tap That Ass, Greg. Okay, is it the problem that Greg left?
Maybe.
Yeah. Math of Love Triangles, I feel like, was funny. I actually like
You like that song a lot.
Like that one, yeah. But, you know, they've I didn't even hate Friendtopia, but it's like, that can't be the highlight. That should be a middle tier song. I know there's one song that I'm going to love in season 3. Well, I know Fit Hot Guys Have Problem Too will be funny.
For sure.
Is there a lawyer song?
Don't Be a Lawyer, season 4.
Oh my god. So
yeah. Oh, now I'm looking at songs from this season. We Should Definitely Not Have Sex Right Now is pretty funny.
You didn't like that song either.
Didn't I? I didn't?
No. That's the one where Josh and her have the...
Oh, maybe This Dream, the Paula song, the Disney Princess song.
Oh, that was a good song, yeah.
Also Poop. Gotta love a song about poop.
Do I?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. We haven't been killing it with the songs
recently. I mean, for a show where, I mean, like...
It Was a Shit Show is also great.
It Was a Shit Show was great. But that's also Greg.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the appeal of a show like this is both the comedy, which it's awkward comedy, so it's not my favorite thing, and then the fact that like it's kind of like a bit of a musical. Well, you gotta nail the musical if you're gonna do a musical, and like a lot of these, I'm just like,
yeah,
they've been okay.
There's a song that I think is really funny in the next episode, but there isn't a banger.
We're coming back to period sex. I thought we already did this song.
Leitmotif, it says. I think they just play it like I Have Friends. They just play the song.
Play it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also would like to, at some point, I would like to see Josh and Valencia have a real adult conversation to get back to the plot. Because I think now, once they're both in better places, I think that'll be interesting. I would love to get an update on how Greg's doing, but obviously he's not going to be back for a while. I don't know. I think my question is that, like, hurry up, Rebecca. Like, everybody else is moving. Train's leaving the station without you. Better jump on.
Well, please be sure to join us next time when we watch Season 2, Episode 6.
We're season. We're moving. We're grooving.
Who Needs Josh When You Have a Girl Group?
Which is the title of this episode.
Yep. That is, you're right. The next episode is called Who's the Cool Girl Josh is Dating? Season 2, Episode 7.
And we'll see you next time.